Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of USA Podcast. Today I have a special guest, one of my athletes that I train, Jousce Gonzalez. What's up, Jousce? How you doing?
How's it going, everybody? I'm happy to be here with Milo in the morning, and let's see what this episode has in store.
It's been a while, huh, since you had a talk?
Yeah, it's been a while. This pandemic has everybody messed up.
Did you forget how to talk in front of a camera and stuff like that?
No, I'm a natural.
There goes the mindset already, huh?
Yeah.
I'm built like this.
Yeah, you have to have a mindset for whatever it is that you do. You have to always go in with the positive one. Otherwise, you're not going to do it well.
Cool, man. Hey, tell everyone a little bit about you, where you grew up. Just a little bit about you.
A little bit about me. I grew up in Glendora. I was born in Covina. Went to middle school at Royal Oak, high school at Charter Oak. Graduated, and now that's going to be 8 years ago. So.
Damn, you're old.
Yeah, I'm old. Just turned 20.
You just had a birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, I just turned 26 years old. I don't feel 26, but it is what it is.
A lot of people don't even believe it, right?
Yeah, they look at me at 26. Like, I had a kid. We have a kid in here, and it was my second day of meeting him, and I was like, how old are you? And then he was like, I'm 12. And then he goes, you? And I was like, take a guess. And then he was like, 19? And I was like, well, thank you, but I'm 25. I'm going to be 26. And he's like, no way. So, yeah, that felt good because, kids are honest.
That's funny. So you went to Charter Oak High School, right?
Yes, I did.
What year did you graduate?
2013.
2013. Wow, all right. So when did you start boxing? Boxing is your sport, right, that you play?
You don't play boxing.
Oh, my bad. You
I
don't
fight.
Play boxing.
I fight. I started in 2003. I was 8 years old when I started, and we started in August. Me and my older brother Joette started boxing together.
What made you want to try boxing? I know Joette told us why he wanted to, but why did Jousce want to start boxing?
I wanted to start boxing because, the sport was always around our family. When we were younger, we would watch some fights with our dad, or we would go to family friends' houses, and we would watch every big fight, and I thought it was always exciting. I saw Oscar De La Hoya fight Fernando Vargas. I was 7 years old, going to be 7.
So that was a turning point for you and for Joette.
Yeah. Huh? I saw that fight, and I was like, yeah, I told him, Dad, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. And he told us it's not easy. You think you just show up and you fight. No, it's a lot of training and sacrifice that you have to be willing to make. And me as a kid, I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. And after, we got started, we saw that, hey, yeah, this is tough, but this is what we love.
Yeah.
And we've been at it since.
At what age did you know, like, this is what I want to do? Like,
I wanted to box at 7.
I want to turn pro. I want to, you know what I mean?
I knew at 8 years old when I started.
Really?
I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that this is what career path I want to go down.
And how dedicated were you at that age? Because I see your guys' dedication now. But at that age, I still knew you guys back then, but I didn't get to see the backside of everything. You know what I mean?
Well, at 8 years old, you go to school, you have friends, and you want to do outside activities, hang out with friends outside of school. I was willing to give that up. I was willing not to go over to a friend's house. I was willing not to go trick-or-treating, all that, because I knew that I had to fight and I had to make weight. There was always a tournament when I was a kid called the Silver Gloves, and it was the first week of November. So that means, guess what? No Halloween, no trick-or-treating, because you got to make weight. And I was willing to give that up just to fight and do it. And I knew as a kid, I can't have a normal childhood. I can't go and hang out with friends outside of school. I can't eat certain foods that they're eating and all that. At 8 years old, I knew that, and I was willing to do it.
So when you were younger, did you have a problem making weight? I know Joette was a little thicker kid, right?
Yeah, he was a big boy. I started fighting at 65 pounds. I didn't have trouble making weight, but one day I showed up about 8 ounces over at the Silver Glove tournament. Mm-hmm. I guess I had a few extra pieces of candy. I was 65.8, and my dad gave me a look, and he said, "You got to drop the weight, if not, you're disqualified." So I was jogging outside, but for some reason I was not losing the weight. And my dad said, "All right, you're going to have to step on the scale because the time's almost up and you're going to be DQ'd." And I was 2 ounces over. I was 65.2. And they advised me, hey, boxers typically weigh about 0.2. You want to take them off? And as a kid, I was 8 years old. I was like, man, I'm embarrassed. And I stripped. And after that, I said, never again. I'm going to be disciplined. And I'm not going to have that extra piece of candy. I'm not going to drink that extra water. I'm going to be on weight and never miss weight. I didn't miss weight, but I had to strip to make weight. Yeah. And after that, I said, no, I'm going to take this weight cutting more serious and be more disciplined about it. After that, I said never. I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
8 years old. Yeah, I had to strip. Yeah.
And that was the only time you ever had to?
No. I stripped again. It was towards the end of my amateur career. I was fighting at 132. And I went to sleep at 132.2. And it was in Oxnard. It was at the National Pals, I think. And I was 132.2. And I was okay, I'll sleep it off. Because I'll wake up in the morning, I usually have to pee, and I'll be fine. I woke up in the morning, I went pee and all that, checked my weight, I was 132.8. Somehow I gained 6 ounces in my sleep, even with going to the restroom. So I was like, what is going on? Yeah. So I said, I'm going to have to run. Again, my body wasn't losing it. And I said, okay, I'm going to strip. I let the guy know, hey, I'm going to strip. You don't want to get a towel? That's fine. I just want to make weight and get out of here. And then he's, well, get a towel. I said, no, I want to check my weight. And I checked my weight, made it on the dot. I was out. Wow. And that was those 2 times were the only times I've stripped.
Yeah, all right, man.
But I always make weight. No fat boys here.
So, looking back at everything, what do you feel is the hardest thing with boxing for you?
Definitely the discipline. You have to have extra discipline to be a fighter and to box, because you can't be drinking alcohol, you can't be partying, you can't be doing any of those things in this sport, because it's not
just eat whatever you want.
Or eat whatever you want.
I mean, you eat. I seen you eat. You can eat, right?
I can eat, but I know when to eat and when not to eat. Yeah. You can't be doing these extra things, and because boxing is not a season, it's year round, 24/7. There's no season for it. And you got to take it serious. If not, you're going to pay in the ring.
It's funny because a lot of people that train here, right? Like I'll tell them, I go, yeah, they're in camp, they're this, they can't eat this because they're a little bit big right now. And they look at you guys like, big? Like,
yeah, they take a picture.
I wish I was out of shape looking like that,
Yeah, they look at us like, he's big, then what am I? Yeah. We're big to us. Like, we know what we're supposed to weigh, and we know that we're not where we want to be. And that's why we say it like that.
So in the sport of boxing, right, there's a lot of people that come out and they try it, and it's like, yeah, I want to box, I want to do this, I want to do that. What do you think is the biggest eye-opener for someone that's never boxed before and they see it on TV and it's like, oh, I could do that. Like, yeah, I could do that.
When they get hit. When
they're sparring?
Yeah, when they're sparring, they see, oh, dang, this isn't what I thought it was going to be like. Anybody can look good on the mitts and on the bag.
But that's not hitting back.
And that's not hitting back at you. When you get punched in the face, you're like, oh, crap, this is for real. And after that, they have second thoughts about it, and it's never going to be the same for them. They're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to have to think twice about getting in the ring, because it is tough. It's a tough sport, toughest sport in the world. And if it was easy, everybody would want to do it.
How was it the first time that you actually got punched in the face? Like when you felt it and like, whoa, like that hurt.
Well, I got hit in the face. It was the first time I sparred. I got hit and I got mad. I wanted to hit him back. So some people, they get scared. Some people won't get mad. And no, I got mad and I was like, I'm going to hit him back. and that's when I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. After the first sparring session, I was like, yeah, I like this.
So when did your dad see like, okay, there's potential in Jousce, right? There's potential in Jousce, and to take it serious, not just, yeah, it's a phase he's going through. But when did that determination with him and you, was there a conversation between you guys, or did it just evolve to where it's at now?
I think it just gradually evolved to where it's at now. He always knew that we took our training serious, that we trained hard, and even as kids that he saw us, and he knew that we train hard and we fight hard, and we don't play any games, and we were more disciplined than other kids. So he just knew, like, okay, if they keep it up, they can eventually turn pro when they're older, and I think he just knew from the beginning.
Yeah. You know, I recently put a post up, right, and just said that you guys are built different.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone's built the same. What makes you think, I mean, I have my version of it, but what makes you think, like, you're built different, like, the whole thing, like, from your routines, right, that you do and stuff like that? What makes you so different? Like,
well,
I guess where I'm going is, you know, there's some kids that want to be the best or want to get at a different level, but it's like, okay, well, how do I do it? What do I need to do? Like, what's the dedication part of it? You know, so what makes you different?
What I feel makes me different is I go into everything thinking I'm going to be the best at it, thinking I'm going to do it better than the guy next to me. And that's what I try to do. I say, you know what, I'm going to do this better than you, whether it's training, boxing, whatever, and I'm going to do it better than them. I don't care what it takes, but I'm going to do it.
And I see that with you, Joette, with you, Heido, with everyone, right?
Yeah.
You guys are always competing.
Yeah, because I like to brag.
Let's
and
see
I
who could drink this coffee the fastest. Let's see who could, you know, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, and I think that's just my mindset going in. Like, I don't want to, nobody likes to be second. Nobody likes to lose. Like, you don't want to go into things and be okay with being second. No, I'm not okay with that. I hate losing. I hate being in second place.
Yeah.
Who wants to be in second place? I think I just go into it. I don't care if I'm injured. Like, if I don't care, like, my knees are jacked, my arm was jacked, and I still take it as it is. I may not be 100%, but my mind is 100%, and I think that's what pushes me through.
Yeah. With what you just said, right, with your knees and your arm or whatever, what was it like? Like, what did you have to, because that happened during a fight when you first felt it, and you finished, right? And what was it that you had to tell yourself, like, hey, I got to get through this, or what was the mindset behind all that?
That was honestly tough. Out of all my fights, the opponent may not have been the hardest, but the circumstances and what I went through was the hardest. Because that was my first main event fight, and it was a private show. Right away in the first round, I felt a little pop in my knee, and then it hurt when I stepped on it. I was like, I can't put any pressure on it, and then the guy, we went and collided again, and that's when it gave out, and I said, this hurts. And then I went back to the corner, and that was the first time I ever went back to the corner, because my first 7 fights were 7 first-round knockouts. And I went back to the corner, and I told my dad, hey, my knee hurts, and I can't stand on it. And him being the macho man, he says that, no, that's BS. He said another word, but he goes, you're being a blah, blah, blah. He goes, you're not doing anything. He goes, you look terrible. He didn't believe me. He said, no, it's your mindset. You're not doing well. Use your mindset. And I told myself, okay, yeah, maybe I am being a blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. I got to deal with what I have and go through it. Either it's this or I lose by TKO because I can't continue.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to take the loss. I said, no, I got to finish the fight. And the opponent ended up not coming out after the 4th round, and I won by TKO. So got the job done, but then I got the MRI results back, and I was like, I told you so. I told you so. I knew something wasn't right with my knee.
Yeah.
That fight.
So what was it that changed that, though? It was your dad? Because there's times when I'm putting you through workouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I know how to get to you now, right? I know how to get to you, right? And it's kind of like, oh man, he just said, okay, I got to finish this now.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it was probably what your dad had said, and it triggers something in your brain that's like, oh no, I can't
he
give
called
up.
me called me another word for a coward, and I'm not. I will fight to the death if I have to. If I had all my fights, if boxing was a sport where you fight to the death, I would still be here today with all the fights that I've had. I will not quit no matter what. I'll get through it. Yeah. I'll get through it. And that was my mindset. And he told me that, and I said, okay, maybe I am being one, but you know what? I'm not, and I'm gonna finish this. And yeah, I'm not, man. I'm a man.
So, in terms of boxing career now, right? What's still your vision? What's the path that Jousce wants to take? Like, where do you see yourself? You know, I mean, after all, of course, all the pandemic stuff clears and everything.
Well, finally they got fights back on track. They're gonna schedule me a fight pretty soon. I've been ready. I feel like the pandemic, it sucked not fighting for a long time. I had a fight lined up and it got canceled a week before the fight time. I was on weight and everything because of COVID.
How did that affect you mentally? Because you went through a whole camp.
I went through a whole camp, and we were done with the strength conditioning. It was fight week where they canceled it, and I was honestly mad because I was like, man, I made this weight. I remember telling you and Joy, I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna stay on weight because they're gonna schedule something, and they still haven't scheduled until now. It's been over a year. I haven't fought in almost 2 years, and that just it's made me, I want to say, angry and frustrated. But I'm going to use all that as motivation for when I do fight, and I'm going to have to show what, that I am a priority, and I am, talented in what I do, and I'm going to show something.
Yeah. Very cool.
So, yeah, I just want to fight already.
So outside of boxing, what is it that Jousce likes to do?
I like to run with my dog. He helps me a lot. I enjoy that, spending time with Alpha, walking with him, running. I like to go out to eat. I love eating sushi.
Know that.
Sushi is my thing. Boba when I can. Just like to do. I'm not a party guy. I like to do outdoor activities, nature stuff. I like to go for walks. I just got into cruising at a beach. That's fun.
So if you weren't boxing, what would Jousce be doing?
If I wasn't boxing, what would I be doing?
If you weren't boxing, what would Jousce be doing?
I definitely think I would have gone towards law enforcement. Whether it's sheriff, even fire department has always seemed kind of interesting to me. But I definitely would have gone towards law enforcement.
Really?
Yeah. For sure. I like that.
All right. I'm
good with numbers too. Like, I'm a calculator in my head, and I probably would have gone towards like some financial things, accounting, stocks, something. Because I've always been like a math whiz with it. I'm fast, so I probably would have gone towards that too. Look into that.
I know outside of boxing too, the family's big to you.
Yes.
How important was the family to, like, where you are now, and what your goals are and stuff like that? Because I mean, everyone in your family, right, pretty much looks out for each other and protects each other, and it's like helps each other build each other up, right? So
I think my family has been the most important part to my career. When we were younger, we didn't have the money to go to these tournaments, and we probably wouldn't have made a name for ourselves if we didn't go to these tournaments, because those are the national tournaments. This is where you can notice. This is where you fight the best. But my parents found a way to get us there. My mom would pawn her jewelry, buy it back later, and my dad would find ways to do fundraisers, raise money, and
Is that is that part of the reason why you want to be successful?
Yes.
In boxing?
Yeah. Definitely is. I want to. I don't want my parents to work. They've been working a long time and for the whole life, basically. I mean, coming here with nothing, and that's one of the goals. One of the goals.
That's one of your motives, huh?
One of them, yeah, one of them.
That's another motive.
I just want to have the best life possible for myself, my family, and just, not fail in what I do. Not fail. Nobody likes to fail. I want to succeed. And that's the motivation. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a drive. Sometimes when you don't feel like doing it, you got to find the reason why you're doing it, and you got to do it. And you can't just, half-ass it. You got to 100%, 110%.
Yeah.
And that's the drive.
So, looking back at someone like some of the younger kids that come in now, right? What's the one thing that you would tell them right now, knowing that you started at that age where they're at right now? Because there's some 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, even a 5-year-old I think in here, coming, right?
Yeah.
But what would you tell yourself back then, or what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's okay to make those sacrifices. That it won't matter too much in the future. Yeah, it's okay, if you feel like you're missing out on a lot in the present time, but really when you get older, you're like, I didn't really need to do any of that.
Do you regret any of it?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't regret not hanging out with friends outside of school. I don't regret not going out. I don't regret any of that now. At the times I was kind of upset that I couldn't. But now that I'm older, I'm like, it is what it is. I didn't miss out on much. I'm happy where I'm at, and I want to get more, and I'm glad I stayed on my path.
Yeah.
So I would tell them, hey, it's okay to miss out on trick-or-treating. It's okay to miss out on not hanging out with so-and-so today. Do what you got to do and take care of yourself.
Yeah. No, that's what's important, seriously. Yeah. Maybe start watching what you're eating too, right?
Yeah.
At a younger age. Yeah, and it's not even just for boxing.
Yeah, just life in general.
I mean, you even told me, I think even if I didn't box, I was still, you love to eat, but you would still work out. You would still, eat clean and stuff like that.
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. And you don't want to, eat unhealthy, create bad habits, and because it leads to nothing good. It leads to nothing good, and you want to just live the best life possible because you only get one. Yeah. We all take care of our shoes. We take care of our phones. We take care of our cars. All these materialistic things.
That's the one thing you're always posting about the 24 hours.
Yeah, we all have 24 hours in it, and people say, "Oh, you're lucky. You're doing this. You're doing that." And no, we all have 24 hours, but I do a different thing with my 24 hours than you do. You're willing to sit at home and watch Netflix for 2 hours and then be on your phone for another hour. No, I don't do that. I don't even watch TV, I think. Yeah. I can't remember when's the last time I turned it on. Hey, I'm going to watch this. No, you got to make something out of your day because tomorrow's not promised. Yeah. You have those 24 hours, and what are you going to do with it? And that's what I don't like wasting my days. I don't even like sleeping in because I feel like I'm wasting my days. Yeah.
What time are we in here?
We're in here at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
I'm up at 4. But like I said, we all have the same 24 hours, and you got to live it.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's very true, right?
Yeah.
So one thing, if you were to have, I already know the answer. And I'm going to see if I'm right. So if you were to have, how Canelo and all these guys now, they're coming out with their Walkout Artists, and stuff. Who would be your walkout artist, Jousce?
Bad Bunny, hands down. That's not even a question. There's not even a close number 2.
I don't know how I knew that.
There we go. Yeah, Bad Bunny, man.
What is it about Bad Bunny that makes?
I don't know, man. All his music is just, they're all bangers. Everyone, and
it makes you want to dance.
Want to dance, want to sing along.
You don't even dance.
I don't even dance, but I'll find the group to that. Yeah, but I've never I've liked artists. I've been fans of artists and their music and stuff like that, like Eminem, Drake, Lil Wayne, but nothing like Bad Bunny. Yeah, that one's different. So like I said, he's number 1 and 2 is not even close.
So that's on your playlist? I mean,
I think that's all I listen to.
In your car?
That's all I listen to. I have a playlist of Bad Bunny. That's all I listen to. My younger brother Heido's like, oh, that's all you listen to? You didn't get tired of it every day? I was like, no. We got Apple Music in May of last year, I think. And from May until December, it was already like at 224 hours of Bad Bunny.
Oh God!
Yeah, and I was like, man, that wasn't even the whole year. But I listened to it every day. Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy.
So Bad Bunny, if you ever listen to this podcast,
just know. And I was a fan before he came up big in 2017. Really? Nobody knew Bad Bunny was in 2017, but I was listening to music in 2017.
I honestly, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I listened to music. I didn't know who it was and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was in 2017.
Oh, that's funny.
My girlfriend is actually the one that introduced me to him. She was like, hey, tell me what you think of this song. And it played, and I was like, I like it. I was like, who is this? She's like, oh, his name is Bad Bunny. He's barely like coming up. And I was like, yeah. I was like, does he have more music? And she goes, well, this is the one he's featured in. I don't know about his songs.
Yeah.
And after that, I just started looking him up and listening to more music and been a fan since. So since day one, yeah.
Well, we'll see. Maybe
hopefully one day.
Maybe one day. He's singing your walkout.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know about a walkout song because I don't know if I'd be able to concentrate after that because it's like a concert. So I'll be like, man, I can't fight now. But you have to be willing to put that aside.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know you guys probably have something planned. I don't know if you're running today or...
No, the only thing I have planned today is a massage. That's it.
Hey, that's recover. Still part of the routine, right?
Yeah, I got to recover. Yeah. A week of hard work, I got to recover today.
All right, man. Well, hey, take care of your body.
Yeah, always.
Thanks again for coming out. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate you.
All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Tune in next week for another episode. Peace.